Ladies and gentlemen, the focus in D.C. and among media is Trump getting indicted. It's not the recession that we're in, 9.1% inflation, real wages down 4.4%, according to the Wall Street Journal. It's not any of that stuff. It's not the economy that's hurting the working class. So when the far left or socialists or wonderful democratic socialists or liberal Democrats say, oh, well, you know what? You need to vote Democrat because the Democratic Party really cares about poor people and working class and, people struggling to make a paycheck. The poverty that exists now did not exist under Trump. His last year in office, don't even count that because Andrew Cuomo was given an Emmy to tank his state economy. Democrats gleefully shut down their economies. And so Trump wanted to open up, and they said, oh, it's too soon. We don't have to get into that. That was a self-induced wound that where the consequences of which we're experiencing today. And you ask yourself, well, who pushed for that? Wasn't Trump. Definitely wasn't Trump Republicans. But here, the Hill, DOJ has multiple paths to Trump indictment. Now, the interesting thing is first on CNN, Trump DOJ cooperating with Justice Department. You see, they don't have anything. They can't run on policies or achievements or accomplishments. They have no policies. Their policies are opposed by the National Association of Manufacturers, the Business Roundtable, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. And so then oil and gas associations have sued Biden's administration. Now environmental groups are suing Biden's administration for flooding strategic petroleum reserves a year after he banned leasing on federal lands and then reversed that because it wasn't working out and only led to high gas prices and oil prices. So everything he's doing is like just pandering. He has they're governing Democrats in the House, the Senate, and the executive branch through the media and through public relations. He has no vision, mashed potato brains, has no vision of where he wants the country to be, even tomorrow, much less 2 years from now. With Trump, we had record highs in household median income. Nobody cares about that on the left. We had record highs in personal income. Poverty was at a record low. Apparently, nobody cares about that on the left. And so all they care about now is that one day, not a whole summer of $1 to $2 billion in property damage and 19 lives lost according to Wikipedia and 14,000 arrests. And yes, I agree with the cause of why people were demonstrating, but not the chaos and mayhem and the property damage and lives lost. No, nothing is worth that. And they focus on one day. You don't see Kinzinger or Cheney or any Democrat condemning what took place that entire summer. And you had CNN with a building in flames behind the journalists. That's why Trump is suing CNN. But hit subscribe to this channel, ladies and gentlemen, really quickly. Hit subscribe. We're almost at 200,000 subs. It's been a little bit slow this month. Starting August 1st, I will have 4 segments a day on this channel, and I'll try to do a live stream a day at least on this channel. The stock market crash channel, I will have 4 segments. I just had an important segment on the recession. It's official. We're officially in a recession now, 2 quarters of negative growth, and of course, media is trying to tone it down because all of media is in the tank for the Democratic Party. If it was Trump, oh my God, it would be the end of the world. And the nuclear confrontation channel, I had a Bitcoin crash channel. Bitcoin is going to get to 10,000 or lower, but most of my subs aren't invested in Bitcoin. So but I think everyone watching here is interested in the catastrophe of nuclear proliferation and a possible nuclear confrontation. So I have that channel. Subscribe to all 3 channels, ladies and gentlemen. And if you want to support my work, my Patreon is below. Also, I have my article in the Federalist in October of 2021. Read that. I predict everything we're seeing now in terms of the economy. But I have 2 articles, one on Barry Bonds and one on Floyd Mayweather. Please read both of those articles. They're in the description section, and share them if you enjoy them. Ladies and gentlemen, they have nothing on Trump. DOJ, Georgia, New York, a guide to Trump's legal problems. Politico. He doesn't have any legal problems. Now, the only thing I'll say is that they could possibly indict him knowing that he would be acquitted or knowing that they couldn't possibly convict him. They don't have an actual crime, okay? Hunter has pay-to-play schemes. He was given money to influence Joe. We have that in his emails. We have that through Joe's actions. We have that through 150 suspicious financial transactions. In addition to, he has a firearms charge, or could have had a firearms charge, Hunter, in addition to a whole bunch of other things. I mean, he has videos where he allegedly is weighing illegal narcotics. I mean, it's like, if he's not naked in the videos with doing things with brandishing weapons, he's, talking to people who provide services for him and getting in arguments. It's like, this is a national security issue because you have the voice of the vice president and our current president. So it's a national security concern. Just like when a California Democrat was accused of having a romantic relationship, which he didn't deny, with a foreign intelligence operative. Okay? It's called a honeypot. Okay? If you are a Democrat in Congress and a gorgeous woman comes up to you and talks to you, she's not going up to you because you're a politician or in the Democratic Party or because you have a great personality. It's almost certainly an intelligence operation. But see, again, these people went after Trump for bogus, absurd lies. Nobody knows this. That's the problem. And President Trump has to do better. Donald Trump has to do better with this in terms of communicating his accomplishments. It's the economy, stupid. That's what we learned 20 plus years ago with Clinton. We have a terrible economy. It's going to get worse. We're going to have a major stock market crash, much worse than what we've seen, which is the one I predicted. We're going to have a prolonged recession with layoffs, stagflation, inflation, and unemployment increasing. And it's going to get worse. Oil prices are already back up per barrel. Diesel is going to be much higher, and then commerce is going to grind to a halt in this country. So, I mean, we're going to have a lot of problems, ladies and gentlemen. They want to indict Trump, and I fear, I don't think he'll be indicted. I'm not making any predictions here, because I really don't I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they indict him, knowing that they can't win in court. But, see, they framed and set him up, knowing he was innocent. What would stop these people from indicting him or charging him with a crime he didn't commit? Just based on hearsay and gossip. And if they try to, contrive or create some kind of legal justification for it, there's no evidence that he organized anything on January. There's no evidence that he compelled people to do anything. And his defense will almost certainly be, hey, you know what? There were government officials possibly involved. Okay, if that's his defense, if that interaction between Ted Cruz and a bureau official leads to a justification of that defense, well, then, in addition to a whole bunch of other defenses, I mean, he didn't commit a crime. This is why we're in July 28, 2022, and they're desperately focusing on, how Trump is how the walls are closing in on Trump. There's a recession now. There is a recession that's going to get worse. I predicted this in September of 2021, and whenever I say this, I know that a lot of people are like, who cares? I get that. I understand. Because midterms are around the corner. People want to see some kind of justice with the Durham Probe Special Counsel. I get it. I understand my viewers want to see the pendulum swing. It is already being moved towards the Trump Republican side. That's a good thing. Very good thing. The problem is when you corner a wounded animal, or when you have such a corrupt political party like the Democratic Party, they're accusing Trump of what they're guilty of. They're pressuring Merrick Garland. The pressure could work. I'm not saying that he's going to get indicted. I don't know. There's no prediction here. All I'm saying, I've predicted the economy, other things, but all I'm saying is that it is possible they indict him knowing he's innocent. That's all I'll say. And I think that people should realize that possible reality. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now to this channel. I should have a live stream tonight. I'm running out of steam this month. I really am running out of steam this month because it's so slow. But August 1st, I am going to be a machine, ladies and gentlemen. An H.A. Goodman machine. 4 segments on this channel, 4 segments on the stock market crash channel, and 4 segments on the nuclear confrontation channel, which was formerly the Bitcoin crash channel, and that I predicted what's taking place with the crypto crash. Anyway, hit subscribe to this channel. Go to the description section. See all the segments where I do, tell you what was going to happen in 2021. And also, please go ahead and share that Barry Bonds and Floyd Mayweather articles. They're relevant today. And it's a different side of me that you might enjoy.